Welcome back to Sportsbet Betting Insight today. Deep dive time. And like we do every Tuesday during football season, we go down to Costa Rica and take a look at what happened at BetOnline over the weekend with Dave Mason from betonline.ag. Dave, how was your weekend? Did you guys get clocked or did you guys work out all right?
College was great. College was really good. NFL is another story. I mean, it's something's funny though. I mean, I thought we got killed, but we buried the Sharps. The Sharps had a really bad day yesterday. So for the day, I mean, just money wise, we kind of broke even, to tell you the truth. The public killed us. The public with their Rams was massive. The Eagles, Jaguars, Saints. We won the Jets big on Thursday night, so we won that big, which was good. And Skins and Panthers were big wins for us. But yeah, so overall, you put in all that big sharp money, we kind of broke even. So I consider that a big win because I thought the number was going to be big time red, and it really wasn't. But the public had their way, so that's good. The public had a good weekend, so we're looking for a big week coming up.
You sound like a bettor right now. You're like, oh, we lost all these decisions, but I did okay. We pushed. You always tell when someone goes down to the blackjack tables, they go, how'd you do? I did okay. That means they lost a little. They go, how'd you do? They'd say that, I lost a little. That means they got crushed. It's your classic
like
Las Vegas mentality there.
Right. Well, it's like one of those mornings where yesterday was like you just woke up and you thought the red figure is going to be so much bigger than it was. So it was kind of like a win. It was like a backdoor push, I guess. It's like, holy cow, I'm just lucky. We'll break even and go our separate ways and wait till next week. No problem.
And that's something that so many bettors don't recognize. Hey, when you get out of a rough weekend or you get out of some tight games, you're like, hey, I pushed. Like, great. Survive in advance. Move on to next week. But let me ask you this, Dave. I really want to – it's the public now 2 weeks in a row. The favorites have come in, and the public's been cashing on the hot teams. We've seen Philadelphia certainly be a hot team in the public eye. The L.A. Rams are a hot team in the public eye. Those two stand out to me as much as any, but they're not alone. Jacksonville is all of a sudden getting a little bit of a following, and on down the line. It seems to me as if almost every year, whether it's October or November, the public gets a nice run, and the wise guys get clocked. And the reason that happens because the public is quicker to pick up on what teams are actually good this year. Do you agree with that assessment? And is this that time where the public is kicking the wise guy's ass?
I never really thought about it, but yeah, I mean, there's something to that, I think. Sometimes I think the Sharps can be a little stubborn. It's like kind of last year, it jumps out in my mind last year is the Patriots. I mean, that's a prime example. Every damn week, the public is on the Patriots, and every week the Sharps are fading the public or the Patriots. And I just scratch my head, and it's like, well, how can they just keep fading the Patriots week after week, and the public was just riding that? I think they failed to cover 2 games all of last year, including the postseason. I mean, it was insane. So I think there's some of that to it. The public just sees these hot teams, and they just keep riding them. And I think – some of the Sharps, think they're overvalued or whatever, but I don't know. Right now, Sharps aren't having the best of ways, and the public's doing all right. So we'll see. On to next week. Bring it on.
Sure. And, of course, the Sharps all over Cleveland last year on a week-in, week-out basis as well. Yeah. Have you seen that same thing in 2017?
Cleveland, not so much. a couple weeks there, but not like last year. No, I mean it was they're on Cleveland every damn week, and they're against the Patriots every week, and the public was the opposite. I mean, good Lord.
But this year, certainly the public has picked up on teams that appear to be very incorrectly power rated when you look back to where they were at the beginning of the campaign. Dave, talk about it real quick. A couple of the big decisions from Saturday. What the house do well with? What do they get slapped around?
Yeah, like I said, it was a good win for the house. Good solid day for the house. We did well on Michigan State. That was huge. Penn State was such a huge public play again. Wake Forest was massive for us. That was big. LSU Saturday night, big one. Players did well. Oklahoma, that was a big one. Michigan and TCU. So overall, great action. We're looking forward to action this weekend too. It's a schedule coming up, so a lot of early bettors. They're pounding Georgia early. Oh my God, that's going to be one of the biggest sweats of the year, I think.
Well, you've been on the wrong end of a couple of bad Georgia games already this season. The one against Florida certainly stands out. Now, Dave, you and I were involved in a Twitter thread over the weekend on Sunday, where there was some, and you know how Twitter is. Anyone can say anything. They were calling out, "Oh, you're giving out bad information. No, the trends aren't real. The wise guys don't really like that side." Talk to me about what you're doing with your Twitter, because you and I both know it's easy to
Right.
get called out, but it's a crock of shit when you get ripped for it.
Yeah, I hear you, man. You just you just kind of roll your eyes, but yeah, I mean, I like to put what sharp plays are out there, and some people, and you got to read my tweets. When I put sharp action out there, I always put the sharp price and what the price is now. So anybody that's informed at all, has any sense of intelligence, knows that value is gone. If I'm saying that Team X was sharp at -3 and now it's -3.5, I'm not saying to go bet that -3.5, right? So I think this guy just was some guy didn't know what he's talking about and thought I was trying to get people to bet that sharp action or bet a side, because I do public stuff too. 80% of the action's on Georgia this weekend or whatever. And he was saying I was trying to get people to bet one side. That's not. I don't have time for that, man. I'm too damn busy. And we just want you to bet the sharp side, the cold side, the public side, the house side. We just want you betting at BetOnline. There's no reason to put out false information. That's silly. And I'll speak for other books too. They're not doing that either, because there's other books that are doing this stuff, and they're not doing that either. We're throwing the information out there. If you want it, most guys are good. They're respectful. They'll ask you questions about it. Great. If you don't think that information is good, then don't follow it. You know what I mean? Whatever. I mean, move on.
Exactly. So you're saying unequivocally that you're not tweeting out misleading information. It's such a conspiracy world now. You're not tweeting out misleading information to try to attract bets on the wrong side of games that you already know the outcome of.
Hell no, absolutely not. That's silly. Most people love that information. It's a good talking point. People just like to. I mean, most people don't even want to bet. People say, "Oh, I'm going to fade it." I'll tweet something out how 80% of the action is on some side, and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to bet the other side because the public's always wrong." I'm like, "No, the public isn't always wrong. The public wins just as many of the games as the house wins. It's just when the house wins, we win a little bit more with that juice." So don't just go fading the public or betting against the public or betting with the house, because that's going to bury you too, man. And do your handicap and watch the games and then bet who you like, but don't. All that information is just more talking points. It might help you understand that the line's going to move somewhere or not, but that sharp stuff, that the value's already gone by the time I tweet it.
Dave Mason, an excellent follow on Twitter. I retweet him all the time. I follow him and look at his stuff every weekend. Dave, and of course, we'll flash your Twitter handle right here on the lower third, so folks can get on board and sign up for you with Twitter. I also want to let folks know, or why don't you let folks know, about one offer they can take advantage of from BetOnline and AG this week.
All right. Well, since Bitcoin went crazy last week, I got to talk about Bitcoin. We got 100% Bitcoin bonus. That's whether you already have an account or you're a newbie at betonline.ag. Use promo code BTC2017 for 100% bonus. Once again, that's Bitcoin only. But we have all sorts of other bonus offers as well if you're not a Bitcoin guy. All the terms and conditions are found at betonline.ag/promotions.
Great stuff from Dave Mason at BetOnline AG. Dave, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you taking a little bit extra time today for a longer deep dive, but I thought it was important that we address some of the issues raised over the weekend. Best of luck this week. We'll talk to you again next Monday, or next Tuesday, actually.
Take care, pal.
Hey, guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.